Share your story 477-2473. The Good News with Angie Austin on 810 KLVZ, where love lives.
In the last few years, 14 million Americans have lost their jobs.
Millions of families have lost their homes.
All across this land, our nation needs healing. Join us for 40 days of prayer, beginning 40 days before the 2012 election, with 40 of the top Christian leaders to refocus,
To revive.
to seek God, and to heal our land. Learn more online at ifmypeople2012.org.
All Heart Home Care helps people live in their homes. This isn't just a business for Janice Crawley. It's a mission that came from personal experience.
Once you have lived it, you kind of can give that empathy out there, if you will, to know this is what they may need. You can empathize with the family member, with a daughter, a son, a grandson, whoever that family member may be who's needing help for their family.
Janice knows firsthand the stress that comes with being a caretaker for a family member. All Heart Home Care doesn't want you to be the caretaker. They want you to be a family. All Heart Home Care is a state-licensed in-home care provider here in Colorado. They'll work with you on a plan of care for the specific needs of your loved one. From 1 hour a day to 24-hour care, All Heart Home Care has the experience and caring staff to keep your loved ones safe, happy, and most importantly, at home. Call Janice Crowley at All Heart Home Care today so you can stop being the caretaker and start being a family. 303-996-0699.
William B. Taylor is an independent insurance agent. Here's how he can save you money every year on your insurance.
I look at the different programs that we have in the agency, and I look at the renewals that they come up, and then if I see that we can switch them to another program, we might be able to save them some money. Now, this last week, I had two people. I saved one $1,500 and the other one $2,000.
With 61 years of experience, call William B. Taylor Insurance Agency at 303-761-4285. That's 303-761-4285.
Back to the good news on KLVZ. MudFlap's visiting us right now, and of course, producer Paul's here. Okay, MudFlap and Paul and I, we all worked. I did morning TV. MudFlap since the mid '80s here in Denver has done morning radio or radio in general, and Paul morning radio. Paul and I got kicked to the curb. MudFlap kicked himself to the curb. So in a minute, we're going to talk about the 9 tips for starting over. But I did want to talk about the question I asked on my Facebook page about a bucket list, because I think that's a really cool thing to have like, dreams. And one of my girlfriend's dogs is really sick right now, and she's going to do a bucket list for her dog, and they're going to take him someplace warm to swim. And I thought that was really smart.
Oh, man.
Take him someplace warm so he can have, because Buffett loves to swim, and he's really sick right now. So what's on your bucket list, producer Paul?
Kind of like MudFlap said, travel. I know, and some of those are my wife's places, but that ends up on your bucket list too.
Yeah, you have to do that together.
I'm along for the ride, so I guess I don't have to claim that for mine. I can have my own separate one. So yeah, a lot of travel stuff. I want my face on a billboard.
Really? Because I had that. And
I know.
People and on the side of a bus, and people drew things on there that you would never want to have drawn on you.
That really happened? Because I remember watching Sex and the City on TV, and they did that to what's-her-face on the side of the bus.
We won't go into any specifics, MudFlap.
Yeah, but they put like mustaches and stuff.
It was not.
I always thought that was. I just thought that was a TV show thing, but no, it really happened to you.
Oh, that's sad. But it wasn't like up in the billboard though. On the bus,
it was on the side of a bus.
I don't know. I've just always had this thing against. It's the ego part of my radio stuff that tries to get kept
I don't
in
have
check.
an ego anymore.
I know,
My ego was kicked to the curb so many times that it's gone.
One of the deals that I was making with a previous contract negotiation, previous station, was to have billboards. Like if I'm, make this billboard. Oh yeah, we'll do it. We'll get you billboards. So we'll get to every billboard was like above an abandoned building or above
to the $50 a month.
They did.
Billboards.
Every billboard did around town. I was like, this is above a junked car.
Right,
they're like car lot.
They're like they were handwritten.
You could do a whole. It's like almost like a scavenger hunt contest.
Yeah, find my
billboard, and you can win something.
And win some coin up in your crib.
Right.
If you can find my billboard. Right. Oh, how sad is that? I'm sorry.
By billboard, you mean
that.
like right off of I-25.
No,
it could be anywhere, and I would take it. Just take a picture with it. It's
I'll talk to
fine.
our boss and see if we can spring it.
Just one. Give him one billboard.
Just one, yeah.
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen This man on the side of a milk container.
Oh,
all right,
my.
so here are a couple of the responses. This one I love. Eden Lane, I love her. She wrote to spend for her bucket list to spend at least a weekend in each of the 50 states, and a work assignment doesn't count. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, I wouldn't mind doing it in an RV.
Uh-huh.
I think that'd be fun. Like, you have your own bathroom and everything while you travel around the country. I think that'd be funny.
That's
All
what
right.
a lot of people live to do it. If they retire, buy that giant RV and hook them.
Anna says to go to Hawaii and to write a book. Oh, Bear says he wants to find his daughter. Now that puts it into perspective. That's the real deal. Jill Cunningham Purcell wrote, "What's not on my bucket list?" I kind of want to write a book, and I ran into an author this weekend because I emceed the gala for the rescue mission, and it was the coolest story. That the woman that was speaking, we interviewed her. She left her high rise in New York City, walked by an 11-year-old panhandler. He said, "Lady, do you have any money? I'm hungry." She said, "No." Walked into the middle of the street, turned around for some reason. She doesn't know why. Almost got hit by a taxi. Came back, took him to McDonald's, and now he's graduated from college, and he's like a son to her, and they started a relationship, and awesome story. So I told the dude my story, the author, the co-author, and he's like, "You should write a book." And I go, "You know what? I should." That's kind of always been a dream of mine. Because I have a very interesting story, Mudflap.
Do you?
I do. You wouldn't guess it to look
I
at me,
was
but-
born a poor child.
You don't even know. Okay, so I like some of these. So we want to go to New York. Xena, that's pretty. And Linda Houlihan, she's awesome. She works with animals. She said, "I've done a bunch of them already." She said, "So good
That's
for
awesome.
her." Yeah, I haven't done anything on my bucket list. My husband wants to do like one of those Survivor weekends because he loves Survivor Man, or like do our own show like that. And like to me, the idea of like winter camping or any kind of like living off the land where I have to kill something I eat is absolutely to me the worst nightmare in life. Like I pray every night that doesn't happen to me, that he doesn't get his dream.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how people do it. I'm glad that people can hunt, but when I was 13, my dad took me deer hunting, and I shot a deer, and I cried, and I've never been able to do it again.
You're not really a redneck. You're a man with soul. You wear your heart on your sleeve.
And you're a jalapeno,
Literally.
by the way. You know what a jalapeno is?
No, I don't know if I want to know.
That's a hot chick.
I like that.
Even at my age, oh my gosh, I have a birthday coming up. He could be my son,
Got
by
that.
the way.
I could barely be your
Yeah, you could
I
be.
could
I
barely
say.
be. She's supposed to say
Stretching
that.
it. No, I keep telling her. She always says that. I'm like, why don't you go with the older sister thing? That
I
works
could
better.
Barely be your son. I love that. Woo. Okay, so all right, so this business is tough, TV and radio. Paul and I both, we're out of work for a little bit, and so we've got and you just left the Wolf not so long ago.
Yeah, I did one of those demands. That was kind of got.
Yeah,
got
tell
me.
us. Can you tell the story?
I was just one of those. I was not real pleased with one of my partners, and
Okay.
did one of those. One of us is going. One of us is going.
When you didn't know it'd be you?
Yeah, I just. Yeah.
One of us is going.
Is going.
And you didn't
'Cause
know
I'm
that
not
it was
gonna-
going to be you.
Yeah, we're going to go in a different direction.
Oh, yeah, they said we're going to go in a different direction.
But I had gone in and made that demand.
Now, is that okay when you become a boss, right? And you're going to be a mucky muck? Do they go, "I'd like you to come into the secret room, and here's the deal. Whenever you let someone go, you say, 'We're going in a different direction.'" Because I've heard that many times from many different people that's how and that's how I was told this time. We're going in a different direction.
Well, wait a minute. Does that place still do news and weather?
Yes.
It wasn't like they decided not to do news and weather.
No. And
How is that a different
right, and the
direction?
direction's away from you. It's always, why is it not ever like the direction? Why can't the direction be like near you or somewhere like in the vicinity of you? No, it's completely in the opposite direction of you.
But that's what I'm saying. If you tuned in one morning and it was a cooking show,
right,
then it might be in a different direction.
No, it really was
You
in
know
a
what I
different
mean?
direction. The direction didn't include me.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
I get it. Okay, all right.
Right. Here, we're going to let you off here. Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and keep driving.
Right. No, we're going great places without you.
Without you.
Yeah, because without you, like riding our coattails, we're going to go places.
We're running low on gas, and we got to throw something out.
Right. And you seem to be the best thing to unleash on our show.
One of those things about a hot air balloon. So we got to throw something out to keep the altitude.
And it was me. Oh, I thought weather and traffic on the twos needed me, and then of course it didn't. I mean, they could still do it on the twos even without me. Sad.
I'm
but
glad
true.
you're here.
No, actually, I have to be totally. We talked about this, MudFlap. I'm so happy. I would not go back. God had a better plan for me.
Oh, I totally believe that.
Oh my goodness, I am so happy. And I'm not. You know me. I'm not just saying that. I wouldn't go back. I did get another TV offer, and this is just the right place for me. I think that we normally, when you're not here, we offer a lot of hope.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I took the hope out of this show.
No, you didn't. All right.
But
so
no, I totally agree with you. I think that people are afraid to do anything, afraid to step out and do their own dream.
Right.
I think a paycheck anchors people, and they get so angry with their coworkers. They're angry with their bosses. I've heard people tell me this, that they get like sick at night, I don't want to go to work the next day. I'm physically ill.
You got to take a chance, and even though somebody else pulled the plug for me, if it's so worth it to do something different and new that you find fulfilling.
Something you knew you probably wanted to do deep down.
I always wanted to have
do.
a radio show. I really did. It was kind of a dream of mine, because I thought that it'd be fun. And, being a Christian, I kind of wanted to talk about my faith and how it had helped me so much through my life. But as kind of like part of the show, not all of the show, because I feel like Christian radio, sometimes like Christians want to listen to, we live in the real world. So we want to hear about the real world, but it's nice to hear it from a perspective where you don't have to hide your kids' ears or, close them when you're listening to the radio because you're afraid of what people might say.
Well, it's one of the things like when I go to church or let people go to church, I want to hear how it affects me today. Like make it relative to today.
I like that too.
And I love that when Pastor Richie does a quote and then makes it. See, this is what it's saying here. If you were in your job today, it's that kind. It takes it to that lateral kind of
practical application.
Right, and
I am so with that. This weekend, it was so cool because there was a memory verse I was learning, and it was, therefore, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all to the glory of God. And that was his verse for the day. And he was talking about eating and drinking and what you do. If you're a Christian, you need to honor yourself. And he's like, hey, he's not saying you can't drink, but he's not, don't soak your brain with it, and you're supposed to enjoy food, but you're not supposed to ruin your life over it or weigh 4 bills so you can't even barely get into the pew. Right?
We're sending the crane to get you for church.
So, yeah, I agree. I love sermons like that.
And that's one of the things that sometimes when I would watch, like TBN, you watch one of the shows on TV, you're like, I can't take this for long because it's the same thing every day. And to be able to talk about more stuff, you have to talk about more stuff.
Well, and I think a lot of Christians are like us, just regular people that you bump into at your job that don't, preach to you. I just try to live my life like I would want, the whole WWJD. I do try to be a kind person. I do try to just live my life that way.
Well, I'll put it in this perspective. There's people that won't listen to, right wing radio because they're liberal, or a Republican won't listen to a liberal talk show. Why? Get the whole story. There's people just if you listen to just this and you only want that message, you're missing something. And I always look at it that didn't Jesus go and hang out with all the lower people, trying to bring them to the fold?
It's a beautiful way to put it. He did.
Didn't he?
Yeah,
I mean, he did. He
yeah.
went out among and he was trying to bring the I don't want to know what words to use here on this, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He the prostitutes and stuff. He actually went out and he was bringing them in. So you'd have to reach a further market than just that people that go, if she doesn't say these 6 words every day, I'm not going to listen to the show.
Well, and I think that was what I wanted to do. Coming from news, I wanted to do something positive, but I also wanted to do a show that everyone would feel comfortable listening to, that they would all get hope and some value out of, and hear stories of people overcoming things, or they have a setback like we all did in our careers, and then how you get back up and maybe even get in a better place. Because as one of my friends said the other day, we're only called to get up one more time than we've been knocked down. And so, but sometimes people have a hard time getting up, and that's what I wanted to do with the show, but also make it applicable to non-Christians so they'd feel comfortable listening to it and not feel like I was Bible thumping them.
Right. Right. No, I that makes total sense.
Yeah, I make a lot of sense, bro.
I love that. It'd be like watching the Rachel Ray show. Mm-hmm. One of those.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
Right.
It's for everybody.
Yeah, you don't have to be a chef.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a chef,
Yeah,
but I
but you
enjoy
can still-
watching
yeah,
the
you
show.
can still
And I go,
listen to
that
the
looks
show."
good. I might even Google that recipe.
All right.
No,
wait.
I won't.
All right. No, I won't. No, I won't. All right. So here's some tips for us. 9 tips for starting over, because you're traveling a lot with your.
I've gone back to stand up basically.
Yeah,
I'm
you're doing
traveling.
a lot of stand up.
Mhm. I'll be in. Actually, I'm headlining the MGM Grand in Vegas next weekend.
Oh wow!
Whoa,
Oh.
that is so awesome. I'd love to go.
I'll be.
That's so cool.
I'm at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club.
Oh, that's awesome. And then
road
you've been on
trip.
Comedy Central. too.
Comedy Central.